corner seat beside the wall. I order slow, I feel so small, but quiet wraps around my skin like something soft that holds me in. They look and think I might be blue, but some aloneness feels like truth. A table for one and I'm okay. I've got my thoughts, I'll let them stay. No second chair, no missing sound, just peace and being homeward bound. I watch the world go by out there, lovers talk and baristas stare, but I have found a different song where being solo isn't wrong. I write in steam, I hum inside, with no one here to run or hide. A table for one and I'm okay. I've got my thoughts, I'll let them stay. No second chair, no missing sound, just peace and being homeward bound. Solitude's not just a space, it's a rhythm I've learned to embrace. A table for one, yet full of grace. I've made my heart a warmer place, and in this seat with no one near, I finally feel myself appear. You asked if I was doing fine. I smiled and said not all the time. There's comfort in a cup not done, in stories that have just begun. I'm learning not to rush the taste. Some healing comes with softer pace. Still brewing, not there yet, but I'm not drowning in regret. Give me time, let me steep. I'm planting roots I plan to keep. like warmth beneath forgiving skies. Oh, you don't need to fix or prove, just sit with me and let me move. Still brewing, not there yet, but I'm not drowning in regret. Give me time, let me steep. I'm planting roots I plan to keep. You don't pour love and then walk out. It's something slow we learn about. Still brewing, let me grow. Even flowers bloom below the surface where no one can see. But trust one day I'll come to be. Take the corner seat again, the one you called your paper den. The cushion holds your ghost so well. It's where our stories used to dwell. And though the days all come and go, this chair still knows what we both know. The warmest chair is always yours, even if you walk new doors. It keeps your shape, it holds your grace, and feels like love in cafe space.
I drink my tea the way you did, with honey slow and silence hid. I trace the edge, I watch the door, but I don't hope like times before.
Some hearts stay even when they part, in chairs and cups and beating heart. The warmest chair is always yours, even if you walk new doors. It keeps your shape, it holds your grace, and feels like love in cafe space. They think I sit here out of habit, but darling, you're my silent magnet. The warmest chair, it sings your name in cushions worn. It feels the same. I'll sit here long as time allows, still keeping love beneath these brows.
You stirred the cream with careful hand. The thunder waited calm and grand. We didn't fight, we didn't flee, but something cracked inside the tea. The air grew thick, but no one spoke, just sips and silence as we broke. Cream before the storm, slow and white, moments curled in borrowed light. You smile like nothing burned below, but every glance began to show. The cafe crowd kept laughing soft, while lightning hummed the pain aloft. We said we're fine, we said we're good, but cream and storms don't taste like should. The cup was warm, the truth was not, and both of us knew what we'd lost. Cream before the storm, slow and white, moments curled in borrowed light. You smiled like nothing burned below, but every glance began to show. Some breakups don't come loud and wild, they sip away and leave you mild. Cream before the storm, that day still lingers in the things we say. You left your spoon, I kept the cup, and drank the silence, breaking up.
You sat where no one ever did, a stranger calm and partly hid. You asked, is this seat taken yet? I shrugged and smiled, no hint of threat. We talked of weather, art and time, then shifted to the things that rhyme. Coffee with a stranger turned to stories where my heartbeat learned that some connections need no name. They flicker fast but light a flame. You drew a doodle on your napkin, laughed about a broken caption. I told you secrets I don't share to folks I've known for years out there. You never asked for too much space, but filled the a stranger stays inside my thoughts on quiet days. You may be gone, but in my song, that moment feels like it belongs. Coffee with a stranger turned to stories where my heartbeat learned that some connections need no name. They flicker fast but light a flame. Flicker fast but light a You looked at me like pulling shots with heat and timing in your thoughts. Your stare was bold, the caffeine hit, a bitter truth I wanted split. I didn't stir, I didn't flinch. Your glance had me in just 1 inch. Espresso eyes, deep and dark, lit a fire without a spark. Smooth and strong, no sugar light. I'm wide awake beneath your sky. Your words came slow, but sharp and clean, like creamer dancing on the steam. And every blink was laced with thrill, a jolt of want I couldn't kill. One sip from you and I was gone, addicted long before the dawn. Espresso eyes, deep and dark, lit a fire without a spark. Smooth and strong, no sugar lie. I'm wide awake beneath your sky. You didn't need a single touch, just brewed your gaze and poured too much. Espresso eyes, I see you still in every cup I try to fill. You left no trace, you left no ties, just morning dreams and espresso eyes. You always sprinkle just a bit of cinnamon on every sip. say it adds a little glow to days that start a touch too slow. Now every time I see that jar, I feel how close and yet how far. Cinnamon between us, sweet and shy, a hint of love we can't deny. It lingers strong but soft and thin, a quiet flame that stirs within. We never spoke the full desire, but shared the warmth near cafe fire. A laugh, a glance, a reaching hand that didn't need a full demand. Some things you taste before you speak, a spice that grows but doesn't peak. Cinnamon between us, sweet and shy, a hint of love we can't deny. It lingers strong but soft and thin, a quiet flame that stirs within. Not every love begins in flame. Some bloom like spice without a name. Final cinnamon between us stays in every latte, every gaze, and maybe someday we will find that sweet belongs to what we've mined. A teaspoon dropped at 2:30. You laughed and said, is this deja vu? The clock had ticked a second slow, and maybe that's why we don't grow. You stirred too soon, I blinked too late. We danced around what looked like fate. Teaspoons and timelines almost laugh, like stars that miss when skies above align too wide to catch a spark. So we just sit in well-lit dark. Your chai was warm, mine turned cold, but still we sipped the stories told of who we were and who we'd be if time had drawn us differently. The cafe held our breath too long, but couldn't write what felt so wrong. Teaspoons and timelines almost love, like stars that miss when skies above align too wide to catch a spark. So we just sit in well-lit dark. Or maybe in another thread we'd share a life instead of dread. Teaspoons and timelines let us part, with bitter smiles and gentler hearts. Though we won't toast to you and me, we stirred the thought of what could be.
You said it's warm, but still I shiver. I smiled and poured a little quicker. You held the cup like holding me, a quiet kind of poetry.
I watched the steam rise like a veil between your words, between the stale attempts to hide that we both knew this wasn't just a random brew.
The steam between us, soft and white, a bridge that neither tried to hide. Each breath we took, each glance that stayed,
Spoke louder than the words we made.
You tapped the rim, then looked away, as if afraid I'd choose to stay.
But silence brewed a sweeter blend than conversation could pretend.
I let my fingers brush the sleeve of jackets worn on hearts that grieve.
You didn't flinch, you didn't run. You said it's strange, but feels like sun.
The steam between us, soft and wide, a bridge that neither tried to hide. Each breath we took, each glance that stayed, spoke louder than the words we made. No declarations, no first kiss, just warmth and space and what we miss.
The steam between us still remains in every cup in autumn rains. And though we never said it true, I tasted love inside that brew.
'Cause asked for a table tucked near the wall, where shadows stretch and memories fall. They brought one chair, but I still see you go sit down in front of me. They think I dine with books alone, but I still hear your coffee tone. Table for one and a half, I say, still saving space where you once lay. The cup across, though empty now, still warms me when I don't know how. They switched the menu, changed the art, but left the corner where we'd start. Our little talks, our quiet fights, now filled with foam and phantom nights. I laugh alone and then I pause. Your echo knows the way I was. Table for one and a half, I say, still saving space where you once lay. The cup across, and though empty now, still warms me when I don't know how. Some loves don't end, they just reshape, like coffee stains we can't escape. Table for one and a half, still true. Half of me still waits for you. And though the chair is still and plain, I sip and dream. You came again. You said the train would leave at 4, but showed up early like before. I knew the words you wouldn't say were resting in that latte gray. The sky held tight, the thunder near, but you just sipped to hide the fear. Last cup before the storm begins, where silence screams and coffee thins. No lightning yet, no pouring rain, just parting hearts and window pane. You trace the rim, your fingers slow, like stalling truth you didn't show. I tried to smile, but mine betrayed the part of me that wished you stayed. We didn't cry, we didn't plead, just let the quiet intercede. Last cup before the storm begins, where silence screams and coffee thins. No lightning yet, no pouring rain, just parting hearts in window pane. The train pulled you away, I feel your echo every day. Last cup still sits inside my chest, a brew that never gave me rest. The calm we shared before it poured is love I held and never stored. The sunlight danced across the floor like caramel on cafe door. I sipped and felt the golden gleam turn every thought into a dream. The warmth, the hush, the lazy rays all stitched a song into my days. Caramel sunlight in my hands, a morning hug that understands. No need for words, no need for plans, just coffee dreams and window spans. The air was soft, the laughter near, but nothing drowned the silence clear. A couple kissed, a child drew, and I just smiled and thought of you. This peace, this light, it feels like grace, like melted gold on every day's face. Caramel sunlight in my hands, a morning hug that understands. No need for words, no need for plans, just coffee dreams and window spans. Not every joy comes loud or fast. Some wrap around and gently last. Caramel sunlight, stay a while and let my worries melt in style. I'll sip this calm, I'll hold this
endless glow as quiet love begins to grow. Ordered light, they gave me cloud, a silky mist without a sound. It wasn't strong but made me float like letters in a lullaby note. No sugar rush, no caffeine race, just soft like wind across my face. Cup of cloud, drift me slow where the worries never go. Let me float, don't bring me down. In your sky I'll never drown. No busy thoughts, no rush to run, just silver foam and amber sun. The window blurred, my breath was still, a drink that bends the world to will. Not every brew is meant to wake, some let the heart just gently break. Cup of cloud, drift me slow where the worries never go. Let me float, don't bring me down. In your sky I'll never drown. No need for wings, no grand escape, just velvet sips and softened shape. Cup of cloud, my peace today. You melt the noise and fade the gray. And when I need a gentle sound, I'll find my flight in cup of cloud. You left before the rain began, but still I feel you in my hand. A cinnamon twist, a cafe spoon, the scent of you fills up the room. The sky drips off the window sighs, your memory in every slice.
cinnamon rain. The steam still rises in your chair, like you're just ghosting softly there. The clink of mugs, the quiet hum, and dreams of you that never run. This weather writes your name in mist. In every storm, you're still the kiss. Cinnamon rain on old cafe. You warmed my heart, then walked away. But in the drops I find again a taste of love in cinnamon rain. I sip and stay, though you are gone. This spice goodbye still lingers on. Cinnamon rain, you're in my cup, though days have passed and time caught up. Each drizzle brings your scent again, forever brewed in cinnamon rain. The kettle hums, the sky is pale. A quiet wind begins to sail. You walk in slow with hopeful grin, and suddenly the day begins. No fireworks, no flashing light, just you and coffee feeling right. Brews and beginnings, warm and real, a moment slow, a way to heal. We don't need plans or finish lines, just sips of time and sweet designs. We talk of dreams not needing much, just morning rays and fingertips touch. Your laugh, the clink of porcelain, becomes the start of everything. You pour the cream, I take a breath, and life feels rich in every depth. Brews and beginnings, warm and real, a moment slow, way to heal. We don't need plans or finish lines, just sips of time and sweet designs. Let's not rush through days ahead. This table's where our hearts are fed. Brews and beginnings, love so plain, like fresh roast kissed by morning rain. No need for more, I found my win in coffee cups and where you've been. Brews and beginnings, warm and real. asked if I'd take cream or none. I said just one and smiled for fun. We started with the beans we liked and ended up on dreams and bikes. You leaned in close with every line, and suddenly your hand found mine. Cream in conversation bright turned strangers into something right. A sugar swirl, a laughing sound, and in that mug a love was found. You joked about the latte art. I said it looked like beating heart. We traded tales like trading sips, and fate began to lick its lips. The world grew small, the cafe loud, but we sat still inside the crowd. Cream and conversation bright turned strangers into something right. A sugar swirl, a laughing sound, and in that mug a love was found. Some stories bloom without a plan. Ours started with a coffee can. Cream and conversation sweet, where random chats and hearts can meet. No need for stars or grand narration, just love born in a warm location. Cream and conversation bright turn strangers into something right. A sugar swirl, a laughing sound, and in that mug a love was found.
No need to talk, no need to move. Just let the quiet gently soothe. The world can spin, the lights can fade. Inside this cup I've got it made. The warmth seeps deep, the clatter stills. This moment bends to all my wills. Quiet cup, my gentle friend, you hold the peace the day can't send. Each sip a breath, a soul's reset, a hush I never will forget. The cafe noise turns soft and far as silence hums beneath the jar. No clocks, no plans, just now and here. You make mess of life feel clear. This brew is more than beans and steam. It grounds me back inside my dream. Quiet cup, my gentle friend, you hold the peace the day can't send. Each sip of breath, the soul's reset, a hush I never will forget. You don't demand, you don't explain. You sit with me through joy and strain.